says he just wants to date or talk to you. But
And he
the
might
only
not.
reason he's entertaining you is because he wants to.
Well,
Exactly.
I mean, I would say to you guys, newsflash, like most of the reason men are typically pursuing women is because they may very well have a romantic interest, but they certainly have a sexual interest too. And the two are linked. If a guy's romantically interested, what was that? The f-
Just I don't know.
was that from outside?
I think so, yeah.
Girls are smart though. Like anytime a guy talks to a girl, they automatically assume he likes me and he wants to have sex. And it's a very good mindset. And I think a lot of guys also need to adopt this mindset as well. And actually helps them if they adopt this mindset. If every single girl I talk to or meet, I'm going to assume she's into me. That way you perform better, et cetera, et cetera. But for the girls,
Oh, hold on.
Matt San super chatted $50.
Thank you.
Hey, I agree with my fellow yellow that it's the simp's fault. But what low moral character of red hair when she takes advantage of these downtrodden lonely men then says, hey, it's not my fault. The lack of accountability is real.
Your response?
Like I said, I put all my true intentions out on the table prior to, so they already know what they're getting into. If I'm interested in them after the first date, I'll let them know. If I'm not, then I tell them that and we could just be friends. What they choose to do after that is on them.
Yo, Matt, appreciate the super chat. Thank you, man. So go ahead with your point. I think you were.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like it's such a horrible thing that she was only intending to get a free meal out of it, but I suppose it's all personal preference. Like, I wouldn't go on a date specifically just to have a meal. I can pay for my own But I do feel that it is nice when someone offers to treat me, and I appreciate that, and I try to thank them profusely.
Sure. And then your guys' reaction to that whole thing where she's got. By the way,
Yeah.
Carson, can you just pull it? I don't know if you closed it out yet. Did you?
Which one?
Maybe pull it back up to the TikTok really quick. And then, yeah.
I'm gonna do it without. I pull up.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, basically like she went on 6 dates a week, and for a 2-year period, she didn't buy groceries. She saved $150 a week. Carson, you can start closing out all those tabs now. So your guys' reaction to that, what do you think of that?
me personally, I've never gotten taken advantage of. It's just not me. If anything, I'm bringing him to my house. That's our first date.
Straight up?
Yeah.
But do you find that a lot of women object to that?
If they do, Listen, it's if, just a
you're-
checklist.
if
they're on
just-
Tinder, it's-
They're
it's
coming
a,
over.
It's a
That's it.
checklist. So like,
Okay.
if they don't want to come over, then whatever.
Wait, but how old are you guys?
19.
Okay, both of you are 19?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Twins.
I feel like, so are you guys in college too, by the way?
No.
But you're
No.
college age.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think most of the women around your age, like, I feel like that's kind of the norm, whereas like women who get older, like they start like not being down with the just like the come over thing. So my experience is most like I'll be like, sometimes I'll say, hey, just first time, hey, just come over to my place. We'll make some food, drink, whatever, have a drink.
But that's the cool thing. You can go after girls who are like 18, 19.
I can, but most of the women.
You shouldn't.
Oh God. Why should I not go after girls who are 19, 20, and 21?
I don't know, it's a little predatory, don't you think?
Why is it predatory?
How old
legal.
are you?
Chinese food? I
Hold
mean,
on,
yeah,
hold on, hold
how
on.
old are
I chatted $49.99.
Thank you, Zentience. Good to see you
be a
back.
rubbish of a girl, you don't make your own money. You deceive poor, pathetic lonely men out of their money when you know they'll only get an illusion. Irrespective of the self-placating BS you tell you.
BS you tell yourself, you bring no value to society. Your response to Zentience.
Oh, he's talking to me?
I
OF rubbish.
there's a I
There's
think so
3
probably.
of us. Like I said, I put all intentions out there. They know what they're getting into. That's on them. When it comes to men paying for things like that, if I genuinely like you, like I said, first date is an expectation. If you invite me out and we're going out, dinner, you pay for it. Anything after that, we can half it. I'll pay, whatever, if I genuinely do like you. Otherwise, like I said, as I've said multiple times, I will remind you of what my intentions are if I fuck with you or if I don't fuck with you. What you plan to do after that is on you. I do not go out of my way, as I have multiple men in my back pocket.
Oh, multiple men in her back pocket.
So guys are getting mad that it's morally
Hold on.
incorrect.
Let me just thank Zentience here. Hey, Zentience, I just want to thank you so much for the support, man. Good to see you back in the stream. I think we've missed you the past couple shows. Just want to say that I really appreciate your patronage, and thank you for the all the support with the show, Zentience. Go ahead, Logan.
Yeah, so a lot of guys are getting mad that it's morally incorrect, right? And so they're trying to get mad at the girls, saying, oh, you can't do that, it's messed up, it's wrong. It doesn't matter. Like, you guys already know this. So if we tell every single guy out there right now on this podcast that, hey, yes, there are girls who will do things that are morally incorrect, but it is your job and duty to pre-qualify the girl you're talking to. What that means is, hey, does this girl have OnlyFans? Is this girl promoting her Instagram? Is she using it to get attention validation, right? These are all red flags that guys should be looking for.
Devon Jackson super chatted $50.
Thank you, Devon.
A grown man inviting a grown woman over is predatory, but this girl preying on lonely simps is good for her. Address your misandry before the conversation continues.
Yeah, we will address. So you brought up it's predatory for someone to want to date an adult woman, apparently, but we will get to that soon. So guys, we will touch on the age gap relationship stuff. We do have something from some recent stuff with Leonardo DiCaprio we're going to pull up. But yeah, go ahead, Logan.
So going back to what I said, so it's just like, yeah, there's people who are morally out there trying to kill you, right? There's random people on the streets who want to kill you. So are you going to get mad at a random person who's crazy who wants to kill you? Or should you be like, okay, this is the reality of the world. This is how it is. So are you going to keep blaming women for abusing their rights because they used you because you're retarded? Or are you going to be like, hey, listen, I understand there's women out there like this, and I understand there's people out there trying to kill me. So should I get mad at people trying to kill me? No, you become stronger, and you learn how to defend yourself. So I think that's the same idea with women, right? So you have to learn about women. You have to understand them. You have to understand what they're saying and pick out, okay, she said she might have sex with me. What does that mean? No, she's not going to have sex with you, bro. So a lot of guys need to just understand that, hey, this is the reality of the world. Don't get mad at women. Look at yourself. Take accountability and become a better version of yourself.
Well, I disagree. I disagree with you a little bit, Logan, that certainly on one hand you need to self-improve, but if there is behavior occurring, which is if you're taking advantage of someone or you're misrepresenting or not being genuine with your intentions, I think that should certainly be criticized.
Yeah, you can definitely criticize.
Not
so like,
endorsed.
So there could be one guy and there's me, right? So there's one guy still in the chat talking about how girls are using him. Meanwhile, me, I'm like, okay, I understand this. I'm not going to go onto a chat and talk about it. I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to better myself, learn more about women so they don't do that to me. And all these girls know it's only simps that are being played. It's only weak guys that are getting played. It's not guys who understand the game.
And you want to know what's funny about that is he keeps coming back and saying the same thing over and over again as if it's happened to him personally. And this is a thing with taking advantage. I personally am not taking advantage of anyone because, like I've said multiple times, I let them know. What they choose to do after that, I do not go out of my way to beg anybody for money or to take anything from anybody else. What you do with your money is what you choose to do with your money. If I want to go out and fucking give some dude $500 because he wants to hook up, then that's my money. It's my business at the end of the day.
Girls don't do that, though.
But, okay.
If
If
we
they
were,
did,
Some do. How do you know that
some
women don't do
Some
that?
do.
okay,
I
do
understand what you
some
mean, though.
yes, do some do, but if we were like somehow we were able to see the flow of money going from one gender to the other, it would be like 99% of the money flow going from men into women's pockets, not women's pockets into men's pockets.
But that's the thing, is men choose to do that. I do
Yeah,
not.
it's-
force
it's-
them,
They're all
you
her
know?
customers.
And if,
It's
they,
their
if it really
choice.
bothers them, then don't you think they would do something else rather than just giving out their money to random women?
But in relation to the TikTok that we're reacting to, this girl, she had news articles about her. She admitted herself to going on 6 days a week. Hold on.
Meat in Cheeks super chatted
Thank you,
$69.69. No real girl will ever take a girl serious unless you know we want to smash. Real women will never look thirsty for validation and never make her man look bad but look good when put in public. So
Look good when put in public, so don't get mad at us. Real men, be ready for me. Yo, Cheeks, thank you for the $69.69 super
yeah.
chat. Really appreciate the support. Hope you had a good Super Bowl, man. Glad that you were able to make it to the show. Yo, Michael, thank you for the sticker. So with what we were reacting to, the TikTok, she intentionally went on all these dates without any genuine intention of actually pursuing these men romantically. She did it intentionally to save money on her groceries, which I think is at best disingenuous.
Then I do agree with you on that. If she did not tell him prior to why she was going out with him, what she was going to do with the money, why she went, then yeah, that's taking advantage. And I feel like maybe they should have connected with each other personally more prior to going out on a date. If you're going to spend money on somebody and it's somebody you genuinely like, then get to know them first. Decide if it's really worth your money. Because I'm not going to waste my money on a man who I know is not worth it, because I work for that money.
Sure. Did you want to come in on something?
Yeah, I do agree, because like she is being, you know, genuine. Like she's not deceiving anybody. So
Her or
Her,
oh,
like-
okay, I thought you were talking about the girl.
oh no, like there's not a lie, you know, but like the girl, yeah, if she's not being like intentional about it, but she's doing it, then more power to her, I guess. I just can't.
I just want a bit of clarification here. So you said you're like upfront with the guys, correct? But you're upfront in the sense of you tell them you have no interest in them.
Shut the fuck
Oops.
up.
Did not mean to click that on my soundboard. Oops.
Okay,
I told
so
myself to.
this is how it works. I meet a guy on Hinge, out in public, at the mall, whatever. We exchange phone numbers, social media, they invite me out. If I think they're attractive, I'll tell them prior to. If I don't find them attractive, then, you know, I'll tell them prior to as well. But for me, I do solely go based off personality rather than looks when I'm going out on a date. So when we get there, once I get to know you, I always have a final evaluation at the end of every first date. I'll let you know what I think about you, if I plan on doing it again, how I feel about you, and if this is something we can do or if it's not.
Okay.
I think the bigger issue though is men are being programmed since day one, watching Disney movies and Hollywood movies and all these shows tell these guys, hey, even though she says she's a perfect princess and she doesn't want to date you yet and you need to buy her all these gifts, this is what we're being programmed since day one. Like Disney and Hollywood, it's all fake for guys. And guys believe this crap, and that's why they still believe this crap until the point where they're paying you loads and loads of money, right? So I think there's a bigger issue. I think it's the media that guys are being pushed to watch. There's a lot of simping within the media, and we're just getting programmed. So
Go ahead.
Okay, so I actually think that some guys are actually really into buying stuff for other girls.
Men
It's
like
like
to
a
be
kink.
providers, you
Yeah,
know,
like-
like
some dudes are
Right?
hella
I mean, you guys
into
don't
that.
seem like you
Like,
like
you
that,
might not
but you
seem
know,
that way,
other
but
guys do.
I think there are
Take
some
it
guys
for
that really like
example,
it.
They do.
Like some dudes will just ask to pick me up. They'll just ask to pick me up, and they'll be like, "Hey, let me take you shopping," and I'll be like, "Okay." And he's,
But who would say no to that?
but who am I to say no?
Yeah.
Like I'll go
See?
out, or even if I'm out on a
Super
date with a
guys.
guy and we're out, like say I see something nice. There's some guys that have just bought it just because I said it was nice because they thought I would like it. Or there's a purse that I like. I'm like, hey, that's pretty, and then they buy it. But it's all personal preference.
I mean,
Right,
the-
and these are willing clients, I would like to
Yeah.
point out. You know, like this is a business that she's running in a sense. Maybe she's going on dates sometimes for personal gain, or not personal gain, but for personal reasons to get to know someone. But at the end of the day, like the people that she's working with are her clients.
The
If they're
whole
happy to give her
intention.
income, then let, like, so be it. That
But
shouldn't be a problem.
I do agree with what he said when it comes to social media, movies, and
Yeah, the
things like
Disney.
that some men are programmed that way.
I think actually both men and women are programmed by Disney.
agree.
And
Men,
TV.
men
Yeah,
are
I
programmed.
agree.
Women want this perfect fucking Prince Charming dude and all this fucking bullshit. So,
Yeah.
A girl can dream.
well, that's where you have
Keep
like
dreaming.
women who.
I will.
That's where you basically you have a situation nowadays where average women don't want average men.
Yeah, because everyone,
If you're
the social
average, you
media.
deserve average.
The
Like
social media, it's put it out there to
Everybody
give women
wants-
a thought in their head that because they have something that someone else doesn't, or they look some type of way, that they should expect more. If you have a shitty personality but you're good looking, you deserve another person with a shitty personality, whether they're good looking or not. Just because you're good looking doesn't mean shit, because you could be the shittiest person in the world and look fantastic, but I'm not going to keep a conversation with you. I don't care how you look.
That's another thing for guys as well, as look at the girl, when you're pre-qualifying a girl, look at the brainwashing that's being done to her. So what kind of music does she listen to? Who are her friends? Who is she following on social
Especially-
media? These are all things you have to look at when you're pre-qualifying a girl. So if she listens to Cardi B WAP, does she sound like girlfriend material? I don't know, probably not,
No.
right? If she listens to country music or Christian
belongs to the
music,
streets.
it sounds like she might be a good girl, right? Or she just goes to church all the time. So it depends. Like, look at the girl and look at what is brainwashing her, because everyone's brainwashed to a certain degree, right? So like, if when you guys are looking for guys, right? You guys are probably looking